This is the first video in a series about how to build a small website framework. It's the reworking of an earlier series, and it's designed to take you through from first principles so we can understand how the various bits and pieces fit together. The starting point for thinking through this in a new way for this new series was an article about the vast amounts of redundant code that exist on most websites. Now, if we look at Ribbit redundant code, we would have to decide that firstly it's not clever, because if we have lots of redundant code, it will lead to buggy code and therefore lots of errors that we didn't intend. It's also not efficient because it will lead to slow page downloads, and it's also bad news for the future because it's a nightmare to maintain. In this series we'll hang things around three key principles. We could consider that it's good to kiss your dry socks. Imagine you're a walker or something and you love the idea of having dry socks to walk in. What's kiss your dry socks all around about? Well, it's actually kiss is keep it stupidly simple, dry is don't repeat yourself, and 3 is separate out concerns, or separation of concerns, whichever you prefer. So those are the three principles that we'll aim to hang this round. So what are we going to be doing in these videos? This will be an academic exercise so that we'll learn the principles about how things should work. But however, what we produce in these videos, in terms of the example that we'll develop concurrently, will be perfect for a real small website, and there are some examples around of small websites built to exactly this framework. But not only that, the principles that we learn should help us with understanding bigger sites and professional packages, and to see how they should work and how we should use them properly as opposed to using them badly. So before we begin, if we're really going to understand what we're doing, we need to understand how pages download and display. We need to really understand that. So there is already a video on that, and you can find that here at this URL. So let's get started.